Hi, Leo, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you a timeless tarot reading. Thank you so much for joining me. And do keep in mind this is general, so just take what resonates. But as well, I do appreciate your love and support in the form of likes, comments, and of course, subscriptions to the channel if you haven't done so already. Now, I did channel a message for you previous to recording this, and the message was, it will come naturally. It will come naturally. And I really do feel as if this is regarding love, okay, or just a specific connection you're desiring at this time, all right? Whether you're single or committed to somebody. But we're gonna keep it simple and pull from, okay, keywording, keep it simple. We're gonna pull from the Mystic Mondays Tarot. Okay, when you don't feel like speaking, there's a reason for it. You're either being forewarned, you're getting the push from spirit or the pull from spirit to keep quiet, to not overshare, or it's more important for you to listen at that time to whoever you're wrapped up with, potential suitors or somebody you're committed with. But I do feel as if you're meant to trust that at times that's because you don't feel 100% comfortable in the presence of that energy. Does that make sense? Or you're even picking up intuitively that it's not smart to overshare or just speak from the heart in that moment. Okay, for it could be multitude, more than one reason, but at least one. What do we have for Leo? Temperance. It feels like you're a little bit impatient in regards to wanting to manifest the right connection for you, okay, or the right level of success, the right kind of romance or connection within whoever you're committed to at this time. Horrible wording, but you get the point. I do feel like this connection, if you're single, is just going to fall into your lap, or yeah, they're saying not stumble upon it, but it's just going to sort of come to be once again naturally and fall into your confident Leo lap. I do sense that you're viewed as very attractive, and a lot of people will feel drawn to try to get with you, even if you're committed to somebody. But I also sense that you're meant to recognize that there needs to be space in between seeing whoever this is for you, or multiple people, okay? If you're kind of going through the options, keeping your options open. But I do sense that those of you who are committed are needing to recognize that the right progression for you within that connection will happen naturally, just like the singles will attract to manifest who they're meant to when the time is right, okay? Organically progressing within that connection. Now here, growing together, okay? Growing together. But it feels like you're in certain ways knowing that it's coming to be, okay? Whatever it is for you, you will manifest what you desire at this time. So do just remember that, okay? What do you really want? What do you really want? For those who aren't committed to anybody at this time, what kind of individual do you actually desire to be with? Not just look-wise. I feel as if that's important to you. Okay, they're saying very much important to you. But what kind of type of individual do you aspire to connect with the most or feel the most comfortable with, right? When you're able to or feel the most comfortable to be 100% you, and share what you feel is okay to with that individual, that's a good sign once again, okay? But also I feel like there are certain warnings from spirit through readings, synchronicity, stuff of that nature, potentially even hearing them loud and clear, that there's one specific person, if not multiple, that are not meant for you, okay? Either a big red flag or multiple. They could make you nervous, but I do feel like you also just, okay, protect your energy. I also just feel like you, yeah, you have so many options, so don't fret whether or not something is meant to be or whether it's going to work out or not, okay? Bear it with me as I struggle to spit that out, okay? The struggle will be real with the wrong person, is what I'm getting. We have the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, you're being noticed, Leo, okay? Whether you're putting yourself out there and strategically acquiring that, gaining that level of attention, even plus some, or even if you're deciding to just kind of play it cool and let for things to come to you, like we've been saying, naturally, and just not force it, focusing on other areas of your life, improving oneself, self-care, and therefore you're gaining the attention and potential suitors, or just the attention from that specific person you're wrapped up with. Regardless of which way it is for you, you're gaining attention. Okay, the dots are connecting. Things are feeling very obvious to you in the moment. You're seeing people's true colors, or that person's true colors, in the midst of them telling you a story. Don't be surprised if somebody you're considering hanging out with or just connecting with, they tell you something and it just feels incorrect. Right? It's like you're excuse me as I struggle again, as I stutter. You're sensing with that they're telling a lie, okay, or they're not telling the whole truth, or there's just more to the story that would help you better understand what they're going through, or the type of person they actually are. Some of you who are dating somebody at this time are recognizing that you don't fully even know who you've been dating, maybe because they've been changing, because you've been changing, or just you never saw them for who they truly are, for the better or for the worse, okay, or a little bit of both. But I do sense that you are looking for the right connection. But also, it's just this vibe about you, once again, for the majority of Johns of this reading, where you're independent, okay? You're a little bit showy, extra confident, where that almost brings out certain people's insecurities, or they even find it funny. I do sense that you'll naturally just show off in the midst of connecting with specific people or that specific person. I do sense that you will intuitively feel or be spiritually pushed to hold back from showing off at certain points, okay? Where it really won't benefit the connection, or just what's taking place at that time with whoever it is for you, okay? If you want more than one connection at this time and you're not looking to lock oneself down, then that's okay. That's okay. I feel like a lot drawn to this reading have been single for a hot second, for a while, and become quite comfortable with that, but you're manifesting the connection, the love, the romance that you desire at this time. So don't be surprised when certain other the connections come to be as a tempting option, or just a reminder of what you don't want or need at this time, or shouldn't put up with. But I do feel like those who are connected to somebody need to recognize when it's productive to put your foot down when it comes to little irritations, habits of the other individual that just rub you the wrong way, regardless of how committed you are to this person. I do feel like you're a little bit demanding, okay? Very quick to shut people down. And I just feel like that could be people coming towards you if you're committed, and therefore you're trying to protect the relationship, or just saying, I'm all set, I'm good, I'm committed to somebody. Or it could just be you being single, saying, you know what, this is just not right for me, or just no, you can't. I'm hearing have me all to yourself. Okay. But anyways, yeah, let's keep pulling for Leo. Sometimes I feel like somebody that you're wrapped up with is just talking too much, and that's not really the most attractive. I feel like you're used to doing the talking, okay? I know I can say that for myself. Ooh, the Six of Pentacles floating right into where it's meant to be. So I really do feel like the abundance is flowing in the form of attention, once again, the form of options for some, or just I feel like the majority drawn to this reading. And I do sense that you're feeling sort of incomplete without somebody. But then there's certain times with a specific somebody, or certain suitors, options, where you're feeling incomplete as well with them. So that's not a good sign, as if you look at the larger picture, or if you actually just trust the red flags and how you're feeling at that time. And I feel like after you hang out with somebody, or after you have a specific conversation with somebody that you're connected to or are considering, how you feel is beyond important, okay? Are you feeling sick to your stomach? Are you feeling healthy? You know what I'm saying? Are you feeling motivated, or a lack thereof, which that's going to affect your way of being, given whoever you decide to commit to or just move forward with. You can assume that you'll be spending a decent amount of time with them, or at least will down the line. All right, these important things to consider. And I really do feel like you're at times very proper when wrapping oneself up with this person or several people. And excuse me, you may just have to kind of clear your throat and get your voice out there at times, however that works for you. But I feel like the appropriate person for you will like that proper way of being and will like your boldness, will like your cockiness at times. So don't change for who, and I feel like you don't need that reminder, but it's coming out for a reason. Don't change for somebody else, period. Potentially make certain adjustments if need be to for the health of that connection, or just to better your chance of making a connection successful or attracting the right one. But you get what I'm saying. You're changing and growing at this time as a Leo on a core soul level, but don't feel as if you need to change for others, okay, or for that person. I feel like whatever connection this is for you, or is meant to come to be, migrate towards you, is the wording that they're giving me, is going to be very spiritually connected. This is your vibe being viewed by whoever this is or whoever they are as very spiritually connected, a spiritual being who has a huge third eye open, okay, seeing the truth, connected to spirit, and just kind of balancing things out. I feel like you're also being pushed to balance out the guidance of your mind and your heart, okay, paired with your intuition. And I just feel, and the guides that surround you, spirit, their advice, and I sense that you will come to the conclusion you're meant to, okay? Your spirituality is giving you the abundance you deserve in the category of love and romance. And I even feel like friends as well, but obviously we're here talking about love and romance, or lack thereof, which for some up until this point. And I just feel like as well, some of you are expecting the worst, okay? But you're also being pushed to think about the past connections that didn't work out, okay? And those that are standing in front of you or wish to be, okay? Or one specific person, and how that is comparing, okay? Allow for the complicating in one's mind to be subsided as you move forward and are needing to approach whatever the situation is for you, or multiple considerations, in a simplistic manner. I hope that came out the right way, but I do feel like your world of connecting is transforming. Your world's changing in certain ways, but I really do feel like the way you love somebody, or the way you consider people, the way you connect with people, that's changing as well. And for those committed, that connection's developing as we speak, okay, as time moves forward. But I feel like as well, you're just needing to make a decision, okay? Some of you, do you want to stay with this individual? Others, do you want to move on to the next option? Do you want to change your approach and how you're hanging out with people, or what kind of person you're choosing to wrap oneself up in? There's a lot of choices, if not one big choice for you at this time. And I just feel like you're being pushed to recognize that you deserve all the attention and love that's heading towards you. Just, again, be true to oneself and keep focusing on you, right? Self-care and your money, your career. And I do feel like you are going to once again naturally attract the type of connection, or the evolution, the development within a connection that you truly deserve. All right? So I hope this was truly helpful. Sending you so much love and light, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Leo.